What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to another FIFA 20 Ultimate Team video on the channel guys. And this one today is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to be running some sort of, I guess, like experiment or test regarding bronze packs. So obviously a lot of people, including myself, do a fair bit of bronze pack method. I've not done that much as, to be honest, well, not as much as I should have, I should say, really recently. I've done quite a lot at the start of the year, not so much recently, but we'll get back into it today. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to open 100 bronze packs. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through all of them. I'll edit this and I'll just get that kind of like the good ones. And I'm keeping a tally on my phone of everything that I get from these packs. I've currently got recorded down my coins at the start of this video, the number of players in my club at the start of the video, which is 1,679, just for your guys' reference. Obviously you can see the coins at the top there, and I just basically want to see what I get out of 100 bronze packs. So how many rare players, how many non-rare players, how many contracts. In terms of things like little things like contracts, I'm not going to split that into like non-rares and rares because I just kind of discard them anyway, so that doesn't really make too much of a difference to me. I don't want to do it like ridiculously in detail. You could be like, oh, how many 64 rare players do you get, how many 63 rare players do you get, but I don't really care in that sense. I'm just kind of looking at it in terms of a sense of like money making, and also for building up your club as well. So how many extra squad fitnesses am I going to get for doing 100 bronze packs, and how many more players am I going to get in my club to boost my club value and help with future SBC, so that sort of thing. So like I said, I'm going to keep a tally of it. I'll do a little summary at the end. You guys will see all of the kind of the best packs. I'll probably show some like the milestone ones as well. So obviously I'll show you like the first one, maybe I'll show you like the 50th, and obviously like the 100th, those sort of things. But yeah, let's get into it. I should quickly say as well, I do have two players on the transfer list, which are Courtois and this guy called Dea. They shouldn't really have any relevance. This guy won't sell, and he shouldn't sell either because he's actually like 34k now, so I'm just kind of waiting for him to expire. So they shouldn't have any impact on it, but they are there, and I've got their names recorded down as well, so they're not going to be part of this. So let's go ahead and jump in and let's just grind out some bronze packs. So first couple, obviously we'll have a little kind of talk through, so we know they're not going to be like rares. I'll just skip them, we want to get through as quickly as possible. But so obviously we've got a couple of non-rare players there, couple of other bits and pieces. So what I'm going to do is get my phone out here, and I've just got like a little notepad thing. So I'm going to record down that I've opened one pack. I've not got any rare players yet, but I have had 3 non-rare players. Also, I'm not going to do duplicates or anything like that, because obviously that will change throughout. That's very difficult to kind of gauge an understanding of. So squad fitnesses, we haven't had any. We've had 1 individual fitness card there. Contracts wise, now this is actually interesting. I'm gonna mix player and manager contracts because, again, like I said, I do just discard them. So for me, that doesn't really, or maybe I should split them. You know what? I'll split them. I'll split them, guys, for the purpose of the video. I will split them. So let me just change this on here. We go player contracts. We have 1, and manager contracts, we had 1 as well, didn't we? Right, okay, we'll just get that in there. So I just think it'd be quite interesting just to see what we do get, like in total of 100 packs. I think you probably find there'll be a lot of like kits and balls and things like that, just nonsense that nobody really wants. Healing cards, we don't actually have any healing cards. We do have a training item though in the shooting thing there. Badges, we've managed to pick up 2. We've got 2 kits as well, and we do have 1 ball, and that is it, isn't it? That is everything. Let me just check. I've got 12 items here, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is everything recorded for that pack. Of course, I'm going to go through and try and obviously sell some players. So only 200 coins there. Only 200 coins there. This sort of stuff, like I said, is just going to get discarded. So that's going to go. All of that is just going to go. I'm going to keep the individual fitness cards because I will use them. Any of these sort of players, 200 coins, I'll try and sell them once. But I doubt it'll sell. And then that is just going to go into the club. And we will obviously see what the total number of players are at the end. So yeah, first one I just want to like do a real kind of like a quick talk through, but now I'm just gonna blast through these. So yeah, let's crack on with it. Okay, so we get our first rare player who doesn't seem to know, he's not got any value. Alright, so pack number 3 and we get a squad fitness card. That is the first one. Big pull, I'm liking the look of that. Alright guys, look, I said that this guy wouldn't sell because he dropped in price. We've had a disaster has struck. Courtois has sold. So we're going to have to deduct that from the eventual amount. Obviously we have to factor in the tax. So let me just quickly work this out. So 36k multiplied by 0.95. So 34,200 coins is going to have to be deducted at the end of this because else we're going to be getting a false amount. So let me just note that down. Right, let's carry on. Alright guys, so this contents here is actually of my 10th pack. So we'll hit that milestone. As you can see, we did get a rare player, which is quite nice. But currently at this stage, it makes interesting reading actually. So I've currently have 3 rare players, which is not too bad to be fair, because you only get 1 rare item per pack. So to get in 3 out of the 10 to have a player is not too bad. We have 33 non-rare players, just the 1 squad fitness item, 7 individual fitness cards, which I think seems quite low. Player contracts have been 20 out of, out of 10 packs seems quite minimal. Only 3 manager contract items. We've had 2 healing cards, which have just both appeared in this 10th pack. So the first 9 packs we did not get a single healing card whatsoever, which like was mental. I was looking down through the figures, I was sort of like, how have we still not had one of them? I'd never thought they'd be that rare, but yeah, just the 2 so far. Just the 3 training items as well. Another thing, I didn't realise how rare they were. I've only had the 3 managers, 2 members of staff. We've had 23 kits, 14 badges, just 1 stadium, 4 balls, and 1 coin unlock, which had a value of 100 coins. So currently, very interesting reading actually. I just find it quite interesting to see like what actually appears a lot more regularly. You kind of obviously get a little bit of an understanding when you open packs, but you don't realise until you see the figures right there in front of you. But yeah, I just wanted to give you that info at the 10 pack point. So let's carry on. Okay guys, so this is pack number 25 now. So we're a quarter of the way in. As you can see, got a cheeky rare player who could have some value. Obviously a little coin boost there as well, so not too bad of a pack. Let's just quickly have a look at if we can get any money out of these, and then I'll go for a little run through some of the figures as they are now. I find it really interesting with these packs. Like, you seem to get things in kind of like spurts. I mean, I've struggled with like squad fitness cards, and then I got them back to back. And it's like this coin unlock here is like the second one, even though we're on pack 25. We had one sort of early doors, and we didn't get any for absolutely ages, and we've only just managed to get another. So it's odd how things are distributed, I would say, in packs, which does interest me. And obviously the key thing with this, guys, is that obviously these are the things that we're getting in these packs. Now, silver and gold packs obviously follow the same sort of trends. So in terms of like if you get any squad fitnesses, or if you get like a rare player, or maybe I guess there's different kind of functions in the system for, you know, like walkouts or ball players, things like that. So it is interesting because obviously there does seem to be some sort of way that EA can impact this, in terms of they just suddenly randomly give you like they'll give you like back-to-back coin boosts or back-to-back squad fitness cards. And you do find from my own experience that if you get like one walkout, not necessarily back to back, but you'll probably get another walkout like pretty soon after. And then you go on massive runs where you don't get anything at all. So it is an interesting thing. I'm not gonna make any accusations because obviously we have no proper proof to go off of that. But it's just a thought. Of course, you could just go with the argument it's just luck. You know, luck is luck. Like if you roll a dice, you got a 1 in 6 chance of it landing on 5. If you roll it again, you've still got a 1 in 6 chance of it landing on a 5. So it doesn't matter. Every pack is unique. It's just probability, I guess. But it is quite interesting just to think about. Just before I jump into any more packs, though, let's just quickly run through those figures. So currently, after 25 packs, we've had 12 rare players. So just slightly under half of the packs containing a rare player, which isn't too bad. We've had 75 non-rare players, 4 squad fitness cards now, which is very low, but then obviously you have to consider that 12 of the packs have had a rare player, 4 of them have had a squad fitness, so that's 16 of the 25 that have had a decent rare item, so you can't really complain too much with that. Individual fitness cards are 12, who had 47 player contracts, only 9 manager contracts, 4 healing items, which I think is ridiculous. 4 out of 25 packs, I can't believe that. 14 training items, just the 4 managers, 14 members of staff. We've had 50 kits and 40 badges, 4 stadiums, 9 balls, and 2 coin unlocks, which have had a total value of 200 coins. Honestly, I think this just proves like how much of a con packs can be at times, and the fact that I've had 50 kits and 40 badges, 90 items from, let me just quickly get this. So I've opened 25 packs, and there's 12 items per pack. So out of 300 items, 90 of them have been a kit or a badge. I mean, that is unbelievable. You've got to say, that is unreal. And the fact that you can only have 2 kits active at a time, I don't see the need to have that many kits in my club. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely crazy. Half the kits, they look trash as well. Nobody cares about them. So unreal that there's that many kits and badges going into packs. They're literally just fillers. They make you think that you're getting 12 good items. You're really not. Out of the 12 items, you're realistically getting 3 or 4 items that are actually going to be any worth to you on average, really. But yeah, that was obviously 25 packs in. Those were the facts and figures. Let's move on. Okay, guys, so this is actually pack number 39. It's not really like a milestone one, but just wanted to kind of bring it up because I've actually got my first kind of truly valuable player out of all these. Like, a lot of the players that I've listed up so far have only been worth a couple hundred coins, but this guy here, Williams, it looks as though I should be able to sell him for about 1.6, 1.7k. Like, cheapest buy now on the market at the moment is 1.8. So I'm going to list him for, we'll go 1.6 just to try and like guarantee the sale, but hopefully that's going to be some big profit for us. I don't believe there's anything else in this pack though. Pretty sure I have checked these guys. They're all like 200 coin players, so this sort of stuff just go stored straight into the club. But yeah, let's move on. Alright guys, so I'm currently opening my 50th pack. This is like getting very, very draining, I've got to say. Just doing bronze packs. Like, if I just did 50 bronze packs, it'd be hard, but the fact that I'm recording all the data is actually quite difficult. No rare player in that one. I'm just gonna quickly pop down what we have in total, and then I'll give you a roundup of the figures at the halfway point. And honestly, the further you go with this, and the more packs you open, and like the larger the scale that you do this on, the more and more it just becomes a real kind of eye-opener. It's honestly unreal. Just quickly whack this last item on. Got a ball there at the end, right? Okay. So let's just check if any of these are worth anything. Potentially something there for that duplicate pair, actually, which is interesting. Probably get 200 coins for them. There's a 250 one there, so we should get the 200 coins for him. Get rid of all this. Don't need any of that. Right, and then we can store him. Possibly sell him. 350. 300. Might be able to get 250 coins for him, hopefully. and that guy is 200 coin player, so we're going to store them into the club. So after 50 packs, guys, this is what we're on. So 18 rare players, so we seem to be slowly getting worse and worse with this. At the start it didn't seem too bad, we were getting quite a few rare players, but only 18 out of 50 packs open. It's not great. We've had 155 non-rare players, just the 6 squad fitness cards, 22 individual fitness cards, exactly 100 player contracts so far, 20 manager contracts. We've had 4 healing cards still just 4. 21 training items, up to 7 managers now we've had, 36 members of staff, 98 kits, 98 out of 50 packs, 74 badges, 9 stadiums, 13 balls, and 5 coin unlocks now. Every single one has been a 100 coin unlock, so it takes us to an overall coin unlock value of 500 coins. That honestly is crazy. That's honestly crazy. Like, so we're averaging two contracts a pack. We're not even getting a pack. A rare player every 2 packs. Squad fitnesses are unbelievably rare. They're like as rare as coin unlocks. We've had 5 coin unlocks and 6 squad fitness cards, that's unreal when you look at it like that. The rarest thing that you can get is a healing item. We've only had 4 of them. Healing items are rarer than squad fitnesses, they're rarer than coin unlocks so far. Only 4 of them. Managers seem pretty difficult to come by, just a 7, and a couple of those have been quite recently, actually, I should say. We had a couple of those in a row, which I thought was mad. Balls are quite rare as well, actually. Only 13 balls, considering that you get 74 badges and 98 kits, to only have 13 balls and 9 stadiums as well is quite interesting. So a lot to take in there. Obviously 155 non-rare players from 50 packs, so just slightly over 3 players a pack, which is alright, to be fair. You can't ask for too much more than that. I mean, ideally you just have at least half the pack be players. For me personally, I think that's what it should be. I don't see why we get so many of these pack fillers, i.e. like the kits and badges, but that is the way it is at the moment. So it makes for very, very interesting reading. How many players do we have in the club now? So actually it's 1,807. Let me just work this out quickly. 1,807, and we started on 1,679. So we've had 128 players added to the club, which is quite good. You know, helps the club value. So that's the stats at the halfway point after 50 packs. Let's continue and crack open some more. Guys, I'm just halfway through this. It was actually my 68th pack, and I just discovered this guy who looks to be worth about 1,500 coins. There's not many of them on the market, so we're going to take advantage of this and get ourselves a little bit of extra moolah. I'm going to do an update at the 70th pack anyway on the facts and figures, so let's just go ahead and open a couple more, and then I'll give you those stats. Alright guys, so this is the 70th pack. Now I've already checked the prices of these 3 players here, they don't have any value. I'm just going to go ahead and submit a little bit of this information in. In general though, it doesn't seem like the overall trends have really changed too much, if I'm honest. Just looking at this pack, you actually get a bit of an idea as to where I'm coming from in terms of like the kits and badges. It's mad. Literally half the pack there is kits and badges. Like this is crazy. I'll just put that member of staff in. So that gives us our figures. Let me just go ahead and discard all of this because we don't need any of that, and that's just going to go into the club. So currently standing, obviously 70 packs opened, 24 rare players, which is not great, 218 non-rare players, which is obviously a fairly hefty amount now. Majority of those going into the club as well. I'll get like an overall figure on that at the end. Not many of them have been discarded, but a few players that have popped up a few times. There's one player I've had literally 4 or 5 times for some reason. He keeps popping up, so I keep ending up listing for like 200 coins on the duplicates. I doubt they'll sell. Just the 8 squad fitness cards, but a few more than before. but 8 out of 70 packs is really not great. 34 individual fitness cards. Again, honestly, I'm very surprised at how little of those we've had. 143 player contracts, so yeah, we're still looking at sort of like roughly 2 a pack really. 26 manager contracts, which is I suppose to be expected. They don't appear too often in packs, and nobody really wants them, so I don't mind too much about that. We're now up to 9 healing cards, 9 of them. We've had a couple more since, but still has to be said, unbelievably rare. They are almost as rare as squad fitness cards currently. We've had 8 squad fitnesses and 9 healing cards, almost the same. 29 training items, which is okay, I guess. Like, don't really need them again. 11 managers, 50 members of staff. 138 kits, 138 of them with 102 badges, 10 stadiums and 20 balls in 70 packs. We are set on 6 coin unlocks, every single one being a 100 coin unlock, so 600 coins from that. We haven't had any of the rare ones yet for 400 coins. I think there's a 200 coin unlock as well, but we haven't had any of them yet. I was just thinking, actually, as well as has been opening, I still haven't had any silver players, because there it's possible to get them, and no informs either. I'd imagine it's probably possible to get like a bronze or a silver inform, if you're really lucky. We've not had anything like that, which is obviously a shame, but yeah, let's continue. Alright then, so this is the 100th bronze pack, the final pack. Are we going to get an inform or a silver or anything like that? Doesn't look like it, so we don't get to end on a high. I got a feeling we've lost money out of these 100 bronze packs in the short term, I believe. Obviously, I'll need to see all the end figures and work it out, but I believe that we're on a loss after 100, to be honest. I think, obviously, you know, there's opportunities to make a bit of money back long term if any like SPCs come up, but I think short term we're actually on a loss with this, which is a bit disappointing, but it does happen. We're not going to beat around the bush about it, but it's not gone too well. I'm just inputting the last couple of bits, and then we can get some final figures on this. Put those kits in, put that player in. Then we've got 2 balls at the end. Interesting. 2 balls in one. Right, let's get rid of that. Don't need any of that or that. That guy isn't going to sell. Will any of these? No, he's going into the club, and so is he. So there we are. We've done 100 bronze packs. Incredible, incredible. I didn't really expect to be doing that with my day, I've got to say. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of the players that we've managed to sell throughout the day. Also, we've got a few that are still up right now. So you can see the amounts that we're getting for some of these players here, like 1,600 coins. I think he was probably one of the best ones we had, to be honest. We didn't get any, like, sometimes you get players that are like 4 or 5k. We didn't get anybody like that today. 950 coins there. There was a 600 coin player there. 1.2 for this guy. So a lot of them are just like 200 coins really. 1,300 for that centre back and 850 for him. So there were two quite good players. 650. 800 for him as well. And then a couple of these like training items do tend to go, because obviously like anything that adds a bit of pace just suddenly becomes very valuable. So we'll clear all of that. We've still got quite like a fair bit that's up at the moment. Chances are a lot of this isn't going to sell. I'm gonna wait for it all to sell though, because I want to get an exact figure on profit and loss on that. So I will cut back in a second when we have that. These players here, they don't seem to be selling. I mean, this guy seems like he's worth quite a lot though. 1.5. He's supposedly worth about 1.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop him down to 1k, just to guarantee the sale. That guy I'm going to... Oh, I can't put him in my club, so I'm going to discard that guy. And then this guy, I'm guessing there's some at like 200. I think I'd probably put him in my club. He's going to just go to the club because he obviously didn't sell there. We'll quick sell that one. which leaves us with a few items that are still up. But whilst we do wait, that has sold for 1k as well. Let's have a little run through of some of those figures to see what we got from 100 bronze packs. What does 100 bronze packs get you? What is it? What do they contain? Well, we have got the answer right here. So 32 rare players. So 32 out of the 100 packs, the rare was a player, which it was alright, to be honest. That's not too shabby. We had 313 non-rare players. So that's like, you know, 3 players per, yeah, 3 players in every pack, which isn't, it's not tragic. Only 8 squad fitnesses, which is ridiculous. I don't understand that. I honestly don't understand how you can open 100 bronze packs and only get 8 squad fitness cards. That's absolutely maddening. I mean, no wonder they're so expensive. 58 individual fitness cards, which is okay. You know, they don't always appear in every pack, and I suppose that's more than 1 every 2 packs. That's not too shabby. 211 player contracts, obviously a mix of rare and non-rare there. 32 manager contracts, 12 healing items. We managed to get up to 12 on the healing items there. Turns out they're not quite as rare as squad fitness cards. They did appear a little bit more frequently. 40 training items, 20 managers, 62 members of staff, 203 kits, 203 useless, pointless kits, 153 badges, 21 stadiums, 28 balls, and we ended up with 7 coin unlocks with a total value of 700 coins. Each one was worth 100. So looking at it, obviously we can see that, you know, the thing which appears most frequently in a pack is players. Of course, that is what we will open them for. If they were just consumables, we wouldn't bother. Then the next thing is contracts, very closely followed by kits. Contracts are good, but in a bronze pack, not so good, because people don't really tend to use bronze contracts. You tend to have enough gold ones, and obviously, like we already touched on, kits being pointless. Then the next most frequent thing would be the badges. Badges, like 153 of those we got. So at least 1 a pack. Like, it's just not good. Sorry, like at least 1 every 10 packs. I think it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to work out the percentage in my head. I'm getting lost. There's too many figures there, but a lot of badges. Then obviously a few other things which didn't appear as frequently, but still quite a lot. Obviously the rare players, that's understandable, as you only get 1 rare per pack, so there's no guarantees it's going to be a player every time. Individual fitness cards, get them every now and then. Same with manager contracts, training items, managers, staff, stadiums, balls. They don't appear too much. Like stadiums and balls, it's surprising that they appear less than kits and badges, but I suppose it just is what it is. But the rarest things for sure, the squad fitnesses, the healing cards, and the coin unlocks. Now, let me know in the comment section below, guys, just what, if that surprises you in any way, shape or form, if there's any of those things which you feel like in your head you imagine that they appear more often than they do, or like vice versa. Certainly for me, like, I didn't realise how rare the healing cards were. I thought they came up a lot more regularly. I knew that squad fitnesses and coin unlocks weren't that common, but I thought you got a lot more healing cards than you do. So that is quite interesting. We can actually have a look at the amount of players that left within my club. So I'm up to 1,928 now. So let me just quickly calculate that. 1,928, and we had 1,679 at the start, so we've added 249 players to the club, just to take the club value right up. Obviously we've had more than 249 players, but a lot of them have been duplicates, or some of them have been sold, so it's not bad in the end to get that. A big healthy total for us, and I think that all that's really left to do now is pretty much just work out our profit and loss, or probably our loss, to be honest. Obviously I need to factor in the sale of Courtois, which happened during the recording of this, so I will minus that. We did start with 772,199 coins, so we're up to 792,107 right now, but we did make 34,200 coins off of Courtois, so we're going to need to make a lot of money out of these players here to even break even, I would say. I think it's almost guaranteed that we're going to be on a loss, but I just want to see what the exact loss is. So obviously, as you can see right now, some of these players have got a large amount of time to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this, and then I'll be back and I'll give the final verdict on the amount of money that we have lost doing 100 bronze packs. I will be right back. Alright then guys, so here it is. All my players have either sold or they've expired, so they're just not going to sell. So you managed to get 200 coins for those two guys. A couple other little bits and pieces there, but nothing major, so we'll get rid of that. And all of these, just probably a lot of them were duplicates, just unable to sell. So what we're going to do is just discard all those. Try and get a little bit of extra coinage. We get rid of that. And I'm just going to store him in the club actually. I'm not going to quick sell him out. You probably get like a couple hundred coins for him, but just for the purpose of the video, I'm not going to wait that long for one player. I'd rather just keep him. He might be quite useful. There's bound to be an SBC. It's going to require like rare bronze players at some point. They don't come around that often, but it does happen. So it is now time to figure out if we're on a profit or a loss. We know we're on a loss, but let's just get the exact figures. So what I need to do is take away the 34,200 from the current coin total, which is 793,121 coins. Take away the 34,200 from Courtois. I've just divided, that was very smart of me. Take away the 34,200. Okay, so it leaves us 758,921. 758,921. And then we need to now figure out the difference, essentially. That's the coins that essentially we are on if you disregard Courtois. It's the coins that we're on. We started with 772,199 coins. So I'm now going to get this total. 772,199. 278. So that puts us on an overall loss of 13,278 coins after those 100 bronze packs. So just over 13k loss, which is unfortunate. Of course, we do have an extra 249 players that we put into the club, which will probably gain some value at some point in the future via SBCs. And obviously you just think like just the players in general we can put into SBCs to get packs in future SBCs as well, even if they're still worth 200 coins. It's just extra players in the club. So I'd like to think that in general we would be at least kind of break even in the long term, but short term we are most certainly on a loss. That was just quite interesting to see. But that is going to be it really, guys. Obviously I've already gone over like everything that was in the bronze packs. It's obviously quite interesting to see what you get over like 100 of them. So just obviously, like I said in the comments, let me know guys on what you thought that was most surprising or not surprising out of what you get. Let me know if you had any like informs this year as well, and if it's possible to get any. Like I was wondering if it's possible to get an icon in a bronze pack, because you see like people get them in silver packs, and it makes me think like, or like sometimes people get them as a silver card, like a rare election players pack, and obviously you can get silver cards in bronze packs, so it makes you wonder if you could pack an icon. I don't know if it's necessarily possible. I always hope that one day it might happen to me, but I doubt it. But if you did enjoy the video, guys, obviously a little bit different, pretty unusual one, quite a random video actually. I had no plans to do this, just decided to do it when I got up today. And obviously smash a like button. Like I said, about all the various things in the comments, that would be much appreciated. And if you did want to subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with all the latest FIFA 20 Ultimate Team videos that will be dropping, then obviously smash that subscribe button, and obviously turn on the little notification bell as well, because that's one thing that a lot of people do forget, and that will keep you notified when the videos do drop and you won't miss a single thing. But that's it from me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later.